Hello dear viewer and welcome back to the Guild Theatre channel. Today I am here with Nick Roberts, who is playing Jack in Brighton Beach Memoirs. Nick, thank you for taking time out of set building, set painting. Tell me a little bit more about Jack.
Jack is a middle-aged man from Brooklyn who has two children, and in his home is his wife's sister and her two children, so a full house of people for which Jack has to provide. He's the breadwinner of the family. He works very hard, too hard, and doesn't really have much of a life outside of that. But he's a good father and a force for good within the family. But it's a very challenging existence that he has. And he has a lot on his plate every minute of the day.
A lot of actors talk about how they bring elements of their real life, their real experience into their character. Do you find you've been doing that with Jack, or is he a very different person from you?
I think any father who is reading this script would see analogies between Jack and themselves. His dialogue between him and his eldest son, Stanley, you can't help but understand what that's about from the context of your relationship with your own son. So yes, throughout the scenes, particularly the scenes with Stanley, that is continually on my mind, how I would deal with this situation if it was my own son. He's probably quite a deep thinker, Jack. He probably observes a lot about the world, and I like to think that one tries to do the same.
And with the play sort of in a wider context, how do you feel the situations and themes of the play stay relevant for our modern audience today?
Well, this particular family is going through a great deal of hardship because of the cost of living. They don't have any money, and they're really struggling to make ends meet. They have to go without things to make ends meet, and on the horizon is a war, which will bring potentially more family members to come and live with them in the house, filling it even further and demanding even more resources to feed them all. So I guess those themes are particularly relevant now. But I think any play about familial relationships and about boys growing up, children growing up and realizing things is always going to be relevant. It doesn't matter when that play was set, the story itself will always be relevant to families and individual members of families. So if you take that as its starting point and then place it in Brooklyn, which is this family in Brooklyn who are struggling to make ends meet, who don't have enough money, it becomes relevant in more ways than one.
As an actor, what's something that you think people who don't act don't understand about acting that you wish was more widely known?
The thing with acting that is important to understand is that if you do the process as well as you can, if you follow your process as well as you can, you should get to a point where you're not acting anymore, where you're not really thinking about what you're doing and what you're saying. You're not directing your movements. They are simply happening as a result of what the character's feeling in response to what's going on around the character. So I think that would be the thing. When acting is done best, it's done by people who aren't acting anymore.
Yeah, that's a really powerful statement at the end there. I really like that. Nick, thank you so much for taking some time out to join us.
Thank you.
And for those of you who want to come see Nick, you can book tickets right now. The link is down in the description of this video, or just search online for the Guild Theatre Rockdale Brighton Beach Memoirs. Thank you very much for watching. Please take a moment to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for your support of the Guild and community theatre.